Hello everybody, this is another Hot Wheels Collector video. Today we are looking at the Jaguar Project 8 XE from the 2021 Hot Wheels mainline. This is a very nice addition to the Hot Wheels 2021 mainline, and I really do think this is one of the nicer cars from that year, to be honest. I think it's a really nice car, done in a factory fresh look, and this car is really cool. So I will get into the facts about this car because it actually is a super overlooked car, as with most cars that come from Britain. But anyways, I will tell you that I got this from a B&M when they had a restock of 2021 older cases. I've already told this story 1,000,001 times, but it kind of goes like this. I started collecting in 2022, so there's no way I could have actually gotten these older cars without going to the secondary markets, other than the fact that a B&M local to me, and lots of them actually. I think it was like a Wave in the northeast of England, which is where I'm from, obviously. It is in my bio and everything. If you obviously watch the channel regularly, you might know that. But I am. Anyways, they did have a restock of all the stuff. I got this one, as well as the Honda SI, which is in the background. And there's also a Honda Prelude, which is also in the background there. And honestly, I was over the moon with finding them. And this is just another great one that I found and picked up. But anyways, let me give you some facts about this car, because this video will be super long if I don't start already. So this car has a 3.8 litre twin-turbo V8 engine, which is capable of producing 530 horsepower and 523 pound-feet of torque, which converts to about 709 newton meters of torque. This car also has a 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds and a top speed of 200 miles per hour. This car also costs between $325,000 and $349,000. That converts to about £256,000 and £274,000. Only 300 of these cars were actually produced worldwide, so this is a very exclusive car and commands lots of money if you actually want to buy one of these. Anyways, let's get into the actual showcase of the Hot Wheels model of this car. Alright, so kicking off this showcase, we'll first of all start with the side profile of this car. I will first of all talk about the wheel choice. So these are the Fan 5 Sport wheels, which have actually been done in black. It's a very unusual colour to see, and usually these wheels are actually done in chrome. So it is a very nice change to see. There is no tamper work on the side of this car, but I will mention that this car is done in a nice glossy reds. I will also mention the side skirt of this car is created using the black base plastic, and there are actually wing mirrors in this casting as well, which is very nice to see. If you've watched this channel previously, you will know that is a big part of cars to me, and without them the castings just aren't quite as good, and they just generally don't receive as good of a rating from me. You can also see the fuel filler cap is actually on this side as well, and you can also see the door handles are actually in the casting as well. The interior is also done in black, and all the windows on this car are wound up. That's it for really the side profile of this car. Now let's talk about the front of this car. So it's got a lot of tamper work, actually, very generous. So first of all, we have the headlights, which have been done in a realistic look. You can also see the front grille has also been done in a realistic look with the Jaguar badge. And you can also see the lower vents have also been done in a realistic look to the Project 8. It has that very distinctive look to those vents, which make it just look so much more aggressive in my opinion. You can also see the front splitter, as well as the very lowest grille, is also created using the black base plastic. Very nice use of that. As for the hood, there is no tamper work there, but it is actually nicely textured and does have what I believe to be a small vent on there. Very nicely done. I'm going to tilt this car a little bit so you can see. This car does not have any windshield wipers in the actual plastic, which is made to represent the glass in the real life car, of course. So that is unfortunate. It's a small detail which honestly doesn't make or break the car to me, but it would be nice to obviously see them. Unfortunately, they do not feature on this, but we'll get over that. It's okay. Anyways, now onto this side. It is the same as previous, other than it does not have the fuel filler cap. You can pause the video and have a look for something specific if you are looking for something. If not, we will move on to the rear of the car. Alright, so moving on to the rear of the car, there you go. You can see there is a lot of tamper work here as well. So first of all, the rear lights have been done once again in a realistic look. They are not just kind of blobs of paint. There's a few cars in my collection which I'm not 100% a fan of, and I'll give you a sneaky peek. If you know what this car is, you'll know exactly what my review of this car will be like, because I just do not like that car. I just don't think it's being done very well by Hot Wheels, but that's to come in the future. That is going to be a rant and a half. But anyways, you can also see the Jaguar badge has also been done in a nice chrome tampo, and you can also see the rear plate has also been done in black. Very nicely done, as you can see there. And I believe that may also be a 8 badge. Oh no, it's an SV badge, and it's also on the license plate. Never mind, I'm so stupid for doing that. But anyways, there you go. The SV badge on the license plate done in silver or chrome. It's kind of a mix. And you can also see the SV badge there underneath the right brake light, or rear light as I should say. Finally, I will talk about the diffuser and lower section of the rear of this car. So the exhausts are included in that. That is all created using the black base plastic. You can also see there is a nice big spoiler on the back of this car that is created using metal. It is not a plastic spoiler. And finally, we'll talk about the roof of this car. So first of all, it does have a nice shark fin on the top, which is obviously an aerial. And you can also see there is a nice carbon fiber texture to the roof. I'm not entirely sure how Hot Wheels create that. It's probably quite an interesting technique that they do, but it has been appearing on quite a lot of cars recently. I do think it's quite an interesting look, and it actually does look very carbon fiber like, so I will give Hot Wheels that one. It does look great. But anyways, that is really it for this car. I don't think I've missed anything else off of this car. But anyways, now let's get into my actual final thoughts and review of this car. Alright, so now it's time for my final thoughts and review on this car. This is just a great one. There's a lot of nice details on this car. There is one thing I dislike about this car, and it seems to be those side windows. They just seem very small. For some reason, that like pillar there, which wraps around the windows, just looks far too thick in my opinion. Very interesting. I'm pretty sure there was another car which I've recently reviewed as well, which also had a similar problem. In fact, I know what it was. It was the Toyota Tacoma, the 20 Toyota Tacoma, which I've just recently reviewed. Obviously, there's a story behind that, but you can obviously watch the review of that car. I will link it in the pinned comments. But anyways, very similar situation going on with this car. I actually did reference this model as well in that video, and it's unfortunate because that is going to have to knock my score down, because other than that, this car is absolutely perfectly done, but that does just look quite off, and it makes the car look a bit silly in my opinion. But hey, this is a nice casting, and honestly, it is quite a small thing, and maybe it is so that they can actually do a lot more tamper work on the premium model if they do actually release it. I think they might have actually already done that, so maybe they can add like a tampered trim around the windows. I'm pretty sure that's probably why they did that, but on the main line it does look a bit silly. But anyways, that leads me on to my score out of 10. What I'm going to give this car out of 10, I'm going to give this car a solid 8 out of 10, just like the previous car which I've just reviewed, the Honda CRX 88, although they may not be getting released in order. I'm not sure which one will come out first in terms of video, but hey, very similar rating, and I do think they each have a little teeny bit of flaw, but honestly, it's a nice casting, and for what it is, a mainline, it's just great. Definitely recommend you pick this one up. Remember, anything above a 7 is something I highly recommend you pick up. It will be hard to find this one in stores, but if you really do want this car, you like the look of it, you can buy it from a second-hand dealer. I'm pretty sure it probably won't be that much either, because this is not one of those JDM castings which are really sought after. It is going to be one of them that are really overlooked, and many people just don't really know much about. But anyways, that is it for this video. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure you like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Remember, you can also press that notification bell so you do not miss any new uploads. Remember, you can also share this video with any friends, family, or in any groups who may be interested in this video. But remember, don't feel pressured to if you don't feel like you have anybody who may be interested. You watching this video all the way to the end means so much to me, and I really do thank you for making it all the way up until this point. Anyways, that is it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.